What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dimples, and today we have story time. You already know, and we got a mukbang. And first, before we start off our video, we're gonna do outfit of the day. Yeah, this is my nerd look of the day. My little nerd look. Anyway, let me put you guys down so you guys can see. Well, first, before we put you guys down, I want to show you what I'm eating today. Okay, so we got rice with pigeon peas. We got fried salami, and we got I stir fried some carrots with some basil, garlic, and salt and olive oil. Okay, guys, let me put you guys down right here. Hold up, right there. And we're here. We're ready. We're ready. I got my water. The rigaligalings. I mean, rigadig. I forgot how to say it. Ling, school bell ring, whatever. I guess I said it wrong. Anyway, guys, you already know we're gonna start with. Don't mind that. That's the laundry, cause we always got laundry, cause we got kids, so it's always laundry day. So first, we're gonna start off with our prayer. You already know. You know what? Let me just move this like this. Let me move this over here a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I get a little bit more lighting over here. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, back to what I was doing. So we're gonna pray. Um, Thank you, Father, for this heavenly food I have before me. Please bless the nourishings that I'm about to receive. Bless the hands that have prepared them, and give it to those that have not found it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, guys. So let me push my hair back a little bit. So today we have story time. Remember I told you guys yesterday, if you guys were keeping up with me, you know that I was gonna tell you that I had story time about Odyssey House this time when I was doing inpatient. I was there for like a whole year and I completed. So bravo to me. And but before that, let's dig in and eat this delicious food that I just made. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And some salami. I didn't make meat. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a pork shoulder. So stay tuned for that. I'm telling you guys, I wish you guys could taste my food. Like, this is too delicious. Anyway, so back to what I was gonna tell you guys and start telling you guys about the story time. This shit is crazy. Okay, so the story is not gonna be about, my time in Odyssey House. I was in there when I was pregnant, and I was also taking care of my 1-year-old son at the same time. So it wasn't easy. It was really hard, but I did it. Um, the story's gonna be about one of the one of the staff members that were working there as the custodian. No, yeah, custodian slash, it was like maintenance. Sorry, I'm gonna put it up there. Slash maintenance, whatever, handyman. He was a handyman, whatever the hell it was. Anyway, I was there for a whole year, and in the last 2 months that I had there, they had hired a new handyman for maintenance. Um, he seemed like he was a nice guy. He was Puerto Rican. I'm Dominican, so by the way, my baby daddy's Puerto Rican, so my kids are half Dominican and Puerto Rican. So, like, we're Spanish, so we kind of, we tend to, like, talk to each other, and the vibe and stuff like that. So at that time, when it was around winter time, yeah, it was winter time at the time, because I remember I completed in November. Let me see if I could put some more lighting on this thing. Let me see. Oh no, this is. Here we go again, guys. Me not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Alright. There's too much light. Right there. Perfect. So anyway. So I'm like, oh no, I did it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna make sure that I don't mess this up anymore. I'm not gonna mess this up anymore. That's as much lighting as it gets. Let me see. Um. Okay, guys. I'm gonna have to pause this video for a minute because somebody's at the door. Oh no, then he came in. All right, then it was just my husband. He went to go buy some juice. So anyway, hopefully that's the lighting. That's as much lighting as I get. So anyway, so back to the story. So I was almost completing at that time. And before I get to that, I just want to say that I was so excited. You know, if you know when you're gonna complete, you get a completion check. So I remember, like, you know, I was always not like when I would bump into him. You know, he's always talking, like saying hi and stuff like that. And you know, he was friendly. So at that time, they had called me in. Around that time, they had called me in to the office to let me know that my completion check had came from Wall Street. Now, when I went to go pick up the completion check, the guy, what was he? He was the I don't know what was his position. I think he was just like he was in charge of the custodians, and I know he did extra other work. Like he just had, I don't know his title name was, I forgot. Anyway, he calls me in, and he goes and says his name was Mr. Torres, and he goes and he tells me that to come in a little later because he had no to come in the office because he was gonna give me my completion check. So he's going everywhere. He's looking for it. He's like, listen, I can't find it right now, but I'm gonna let you know when I find it. So I bump into him a day later. And I asked Mr. Torres, did he find the completion check? He's like, listen, go to your case manager and go ask her if she has it, because I think I gave it to her. So I go to her, and she's like, because this is how she used to talk.
I don't have any. I ain't never got no completion check from Mr. Torres.
So I was like, but he told me that you had it. He's like,
Ain't me nothing.
I'm like, fine, whatever. Now I'm like going on a goose chase, trying to find out where the hell my completion check is at. So I go back to him and I tell him, I'm like, listen, Mr. Torres, she said you didn't give it to her. He's like, okay, well, I can't find it. It's not in the safe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call Wall Street and I'm gonna put a stop to the check, and we're gonna have them send you another one. So I'm like, okay. So it didn't take long. It was like about, I'm gonna tell you why I was telling you about the custodian guy, the handyman guy, because it's about him. So I'm like, okay. Let me go find. So I'm like, okay. So I had I had no choice but to settle with that, because it was either go on a wild goose chase looking for a completion check that's missing, or just settle for nothing. So anyway, so they sent. So it was at least like hold up, I don't want him in my thing. It was at least about like 3 days later, they sent me one immediately. So they came to my room. Mr. Torres came to my unit, and he passed me a new completion check that Wall Street had sent them. They both came together, I guess, to witness that they both had given it to me, and I had to sign some paperwork. Now, the completion check was for the amount of $1,458. Right? Boom. I put it away in my purse. I kept my wallet in my purse. My wallet contained my ID and any other cards that I used, that I put in my wallet, like my wallet with all my stuff in it. So at that time, I used to let my 1-year-old son. Well, he was 2 already. No, he was one. No, he was 2 because I was there for a whole year, and when I came in the program, he had just turned 1. So he just turned 2. So I used to let him use my phone so he can watch videos on YouTube and stuff. So my son messed up my phone. So I decided that I was gonna buy me a new phone with some of the money of the completion check. So I'll never forget. It was a Thursday. I'll never forget. It was a Thursday, and at that time, a lot of the clients in the rehabilitation center, we were all complaining that the rooms were very cold, and some of these people had newborn babies. So what they had to do, because a lot of the cold air was coming in from the windows. So this is where the handy guy comes in.
Damn it.
See, that's how true it is. So his job was to go into the rooms and play and start like fixing up the windows with plastic, to prevent the cold air from coming in from the little gaps from the window. So now, before I get into that, me, I don't have the mind where I could think like I'm a type of person that I tell too much of my business sometimes. Obviously, I'm here on YouTube telling my business, but sometimes there's certain things you just keep to yourself, and I learned that the hard way. And I remember one time, like a week, like around the time that they gave me my completion check, I was in the elevator with the handyman, right? And I'm like, I'm so happy, I'm gonna complete. They already gave me my completion check, and I'm so happy that I'm leaving already. And boom. So he's like congratulating me and everything. But I think nothing of it. So I move on. Mind you, when I was in the elevator, he said, "Oh yeah, wait. What was your name again? I forgot what your name was." And I'm like, and I told him my name. So I'm like, well, why? I'm thinking he just wants, to be respectful, and when we converse, to call me as my name, by my name. I didn't think anything of it, but there's a motive behind everything of why he asked me what my name was. I'll tell you why. So that's moving on to the Thursday. He already went to like a few rooms, and I observed things after. Like I started putting the pieces to the puzzle when I noticed something funny is going on. So I'm like, okay. I noticed that every other unit that he went to go place the plastic thing on the windows, it was jippy. Like he would go in there like 10 minutes and he was done, or less than 20 minutes he was done. Then when he came to my room, I was in there. I'm noticing I only had 2 windows. You could have been done with that plastic, but he was stalling. He was stalling in my room for a reason. He was stalling in my room, waiting for him to get an opportunity to be in there by himself, to be in there alone, right? I don't think anything of it. And at that time, when he was in my room, he was trying to make it seem like he had to go out and get more stuff to like do it, and he was just like taking his time. I was there conversing with him too as well. When we're in the program, they have a daycare, and my children were in daycare. So at 2:30, I had to go pick them up. Boom. That's where he had an opportunity to be in my room alone. Excuse me. So little me goes in the closet, cause I smoke cigarettes, and I used to keep my cigarettes. I used to keep my cigarette stash or whatever. So I remember going into the closet and taking something out my purse, and he was in the room when he saw me. So I guess he saw that I hid my purse underneath my coats where they hang. So I go out for smoking. Because before you pick up your kids, you go out for a smoke break. So I went out for my smoke. We weren't supposed to be smoking, but they knew that's what we were doing. So but it was called like what was it called? A stress walk, or whatever you want to call it. So now I'm on there. I'm puffing away. I'm chilling. I'm chilling for a good 10 minutes. Then I go to the daycare to go pick up my children. I go back to the room. When I come and I approach the door to my room, I see that there's a note on my door that he left. It says, "I'll be back shortly." So his stuff was still there as if he didn't finish his work. Like, why are you in my room for more than an hour putting plastic that only consists of 10 minutes or less for you to place on the window seals? Like, what the hell? What, I didn't think anything of it because, at the end of the day, that's his job. He knows what he's doing. So I'm not really thinking anything of it. Andrew, I'm supposed to be in a safe place. I'm supposed to be in a place where the only people I would think that would be up to no good are the clients that I'm in there with, that I'm living in there with. So anyway, so I go about my business, go change my kids' diapers, get them ready for for dinner, and do whatever it is I was doing, like groups, whatever the hell I was doing at that time, because it was hectic in there, like it was always something to do. I'm not thinking anything of it. I didn't go. Another thing was, when I got the check, I had took a picture of it, and I had like two phones. It was like one Obama phone, like one of those track phones, and then I had my regular phone that was messed up. It was cracked, or my son has spilled juice, and I don't even think about it. I didn't. My phone didn't work because I had to use the track phone to communicate with my husband. So I took a picture of the check before I had put it away. Before I put it away in my purse. So that there was some proof of what I'm about to tell you, of why this story, of how I found out this handyman was no good, up to no good. So after I did that, it was a Thursday. Friday goes by. Thursday goes by. That Thursday was fine. He finished doing what he was doing. Later on, he came back. I didn't think anything of it. Nothing strange. I never went back to my purse. I never went back to my purse to check anything. Because why would I think that a staff member that works here, or even if it's not, or custodian, whatever, I would have to worry about somebody like that, in my room. So I didn't think anything of it. So now Saturday comes. Right? Saturday comes, and I'm ready to go out and shop, to go buy me a new phone. I put my purse on. I didn't check anything in it. I just went because, my stuff is supposed to be in there. Why the hell should I be going in there and checking if my shit is still in there? I get on the line at Western Union. When I'm on the line, I'm looking for I take out my I'm looking for my ID so that I can cash in my check. All is missing. My ID, my New York City ID was missing. Yup, it was gone, and my benefit card. Was my benefit card? No, it was just my New York City card. It was gone. Gone. I'm thinking maybe I left it in the purse. Maybe the other day when I was looking for the Metro card, it probably fell on the floor. I thought I lost it. I didn't lose it. Then I opened the check, and something don't seem right. Oh, there's a check in there, but not the check that they gave me. It had my name on it and everything. Oh, it was a legit check. You know which check it was? The check was the amount for $1,200. The one they gave me was for $1,458. I opened that check and I'm looking at it. I'm online. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This don't look right. This don't look the same. In my head, I'm like, I could have sworn, because I didn't have that little Obama phone on me so I could check. I was like, something in my head was like, something's not right. Like, this is a check from Odyssey House, but like, something not right. Like, why it look different? It looked different. That check, it was even a different color because the other check was blue. So I'm like, what the hell is going? Like, I'm like, whatever. I go and continue and process to cash the check. I cashed it in. Nothing was wrong, right? I go about my business. I go buy some Chinese food. I go buy my phone. I go buy my phone, then I eat some food. I'm with my kids. We go grocery shopping, whatever. Go back to the program. Something's just not clicking. Something is not fucking clicking. Something told me. Then I go back to the room looking for my ID. Boom, didn't find it. Now, the whole day goes by. At nighttime, I'm like on my phone and shit because, we got to do things in the program, so I don't really have much time to be in there pondering. Then I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go see that picture of the check that I took the picture of. Of the picture of that check that I took. Come to find out, the check was not the same one that I cashed. It was for a different amount. Yeah, it was for a different amount. Now my heart starts, my heart going like this, dum 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 dum. I'm like, oh my god, something just happened. And then I'm like, I don't let nobody else in my room, because I don't trust none of them bitches. Them bitches was thieves. Ain't nobody else. I say either this is I say I gotta be a legit fraud. Like I may say, was that check legit? Did I commit fraud? What the hell did I just do right now? Like, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared right now because something's up. Something's up, and it's really strange. I run back to Mr. Torres. I show him the picture of the check, and then I show him the receipt that Western Union gave me when I cashed in the check. Oh yeah, there was an investigation. There was a good old investigation. So now the head boss person that runs that program, Miss Weaver, they had me sit down the next day, well, on a Monday, because that day I couldn't. Yeah, he was in there that day, so they had to. I had to wait until the Monday where they all came in, and had me sit there and investigate. I had to write down a whole report and everything. When I tell you that these people was looking at me like I had something to do with the fraud that this handyman committed, like I was in on it with him. I said, how the hell I'm gonna be in on something with him? The way you questioning me is making me feel some type of way. They was like, oh, it makes no sense. I'm like, yeah, it don't make no sense. Cause not only that would happen, but let me tell you something. There was a lot of things, sneaky things missing and going on in that program, and we was getting blamed for it. Like the fact that the art man, he had a camera that was missing, somebody's phone was missing. All of a sudden, it came. It was him. He was going around stealing. He was stealing from the program, and we got held accountable because somebody thought they tried to the staff trying to make it seem like us as clients, like we stole a very expensive camera from the art guy that works there, that was, working there with us. And the whole time it was the handy guy. So now they do an investigation. They put the camera. And they keep questioning me and about, like, I know it's him. It was him. Who else is it going to be? So after they did the investigation, that Tuesday he comes in and like, don't say nothing to him. He goes and says hi to me. I say hi to him. That two-faced ass Puerto Rican motherfucker. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm with a Puerto Rican, so you guys don't take it wrong. Anyway, he gonna smile in my face after he done did what he did. Knowing that I have 2 children, he gonna go fraud me. He took my ID so he could try to get somebody that looked like me to go cash it in. That's what he went to go do. And he didn't give a fuck what he did, because at the end of the day, he didn't even know I had a check in there to switch it. So his intentions was to go steal whatever the hell I had in my purse. Well, actually he did, because he knew I had the check. So what he did was he switched it because the other one had more amount, was a higher amount. That's what he did. Somebody that works there stole from me, from a client. So now when I go to that Western Union, it's like different type of Western Union, so I can still go. I'm not allowed to do any transactions in there. Why? Because my check bounced, and now I owe them $1,200. I took that shit to Mr. Torres. You think he will talk to? They gave me the difference. They gave me the $200 difference from the other check, right? And it's like, what's the point of you giving? So it's like I only made $200 out of this program because now I owe these motherfuckers $1,200 because the check bounced. So this is the crap that I go through, right? They fired that motherfucker that same fucking Tuesday. He came in. Yeah, keep smiling, motherfucker. Your ass is getting fired today. And no less than 10 minutes that he was in there when he came back to work, he was jobless. And they said he couldn't really. I went to go do a report too, but it didn't work because he wasn't on camera stealing stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just let God handle this. It's crazy how the law works because, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, there was nothing I could really do about it. Mr. Torres said he was gonna take care of it. Look, 2 years later, I don't see that he fixed the